this video, we're going to check out the IK Multimedia Uno Synth Pro Desktop. We're going to dive into the mod matrix, but first we're going to check out envelope looping. So let's check it out. So let's press preset and scroll all the way down to initialize. Push down the knob. Are you sure? Yes. Push to confirm. If we hold down amp envelope and press 1, we're going to see amp loop. Let's turn it on. So what this does is it applies the ADSR ramp or envelope to the volume of the synth. So now amp loop is on. Now I change ADSR. Let's bring it all the way down. Okay, so now let's turn up decay. Okay, so now that's what it's doing to the volume here. Let's turn up release. Let's turn up sustain. Turn up attack. And bring it really low here. Start to get some interesting sounds here. So we can do the same with filter envelope. So hold down filter envelope, press 1. We can either toggle it on and off that way, or we can turn the knob. So let's set it to on. Now we have to apply the filter. So filter 2. So envelope amount 2. So we're going to apply filter 2's amount right now. We can go on the positive or negative. I don't really hear too much of a change. Let's turn up the resonance. Now we can really start to hear what it's doing. Let's go back to the filter envelope. Let's change the parameters here. Okay, so oh, that's cool. Let's go in effects, turn up the drive, add a little delay. Reverb. So let's play around with ADSR. Play around with the amp. Resonance is pretty high. Let's turn it down a little bit. Just a little bit of reverb. Let's change the envelope. Let's actually change it into the negative. Change envelope. So let's go back into preset, all the way down, initialize. Are you sure? Yes. So when we're talking about a modulation matrix, we're just talking about things affecting other things. So we have here, if we press matrix, so the first knob, we can change which mod we're going to make. We can go from 1 through 16. Then we have source, destination, and amount. So source is what's going to be doing the effect. Destination is what we're going to affect it with, and the amount is how much it's going to affect it. So let's start off with just a basic source. We're going to turn to LFO 1. LFO stands for low frequency oscillator. It's just a slow wave, and it's slower than audio. Now, what do we want to modify with that? Well, let's just keep it simple and modify it with oscillator 1 tune. So it's the pitch of oscillator 1. So we're going to apply a wave to the pitch of that buzzing sound. So let's turn it into the positive. So it starts at 0. It's a default. It's not going to affect it at all at 0. Then let's bring it into the positive. So you can hear that it's being affected. Now, if we want to keep it musical, you want to have it lower numbers. If you want to be more experimental, you can just crank it up. Now let's go into LFO here. Low frequency oscillator. That's just the wave we're hearing. Now we can change the wave shape here. We have all sorts of different waves. You can hear the difference here. Random. Sample and hold. It's like a different kind of random. Noise. So let's just leave it on this wave here. So rate is how fast this wave is going to be. So if we have it low, you can hear it affecting the pitch slowly. If we bring it faster, you can just keep going actually. We can really get some strange sounds here. Change the wave. We can also fade it in. So let's bring it up a little. Now it slowly comes in. You can hear it fading in. It's a very fast rate here, so let's turn it down. So we're going to go to initialize, yes. So what I want to do is apply first mod. We're just going to make that LFO1. We're going to make the destination oscillator 1 wave. Let's change the amount. So I can make it really high and hear what it's doing. Let's change the rate. Make it really slow. Maybe turn down the cutoff here. Also use fade in. So let's try it to apply that in the negative, see what happens. So yeah, right in the negative. Back to rate, turn it down. Now let's add another mod. So we're going to go mod 2. We're going to do LFO2, and that's going to affect oscillator 2 level and the positive. So let's change the wave of oscillator 2. make it fade in. Let's add a little delay, reverb. Go in the matrix. Let's add another. Let's make the source filter envelope. Destination, we're going to make that oscillator to wave. Increase the amount. Now let's change the wave here of oscillator 2. Actually make an octave higher.